Welcome to this course, a hybrid course on water quality, an approach to people's water data. It's a pleasure that I'm here to welcome you all. The people that you see on the screen, these are our core faculty. I'm here to introduce them. Professor Thalapil Pradeep and Professor Liji Philip are from IIT Madras. Professor Hadaz Mamane and Professor Ram Fishman are from Tel Aviv University, and Dr. G. Vel Murugan from KMCH Research Foundation. They will be our core faculty. They will be guiding you throughout this course. I'm Ramya. I'm your course coordinator, along with Ms. Susan Kagan from Tel Aviv University. She's joined us here online, and she will also be joining us by this month end, and she'll be with us in the course. I'm happy to share that Professor Pradeep has joined us from Manchester. He could not be here due to his engagement. However, he'll be here to share a few words with you. Over to you, Professor.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are right now. It is good afternoon for you in India. I'm talking to you from Manchester. I have been here as a Royal Society visiting fellow for some time. This course is, as you all know, is introducing water from the perspective of clean water, from the perspective of drinking water, from the perspective of water that is dear to us. Water, as all of you know, is a simple triatomic molecule, but it is so complex. And as a result of it, understanding water is still incomplete. I happen to work in that area, not necessarily just this water that this course is dealing with, but about fundamental aspects of water, ice, water, its chemical bonding, its reactivity, its properties, and a number of these. Everyone knows that water is the most important molecule of the planet. It has given us life. It is through which life originated. Without it, life cannot exist. As we know, in this form that we know of, water is not known to exist anywhere else. So far, there is no evidence for it. There are suggestions, and that exploration is continuing. Water's properties are also continuing to expand. Pioneering chemists, pioneering physicists have explored water in great detail. Some of them in different contexts have won Nobel Prizes in this exploration. The course that we are dealing with is another, or taking you to another dimension. This is asking the question, can water be available for all? It's one of the Sustainable Development Goals, water for all. But that is a big dream that many people think is quite difficult to accomplish by 2030. For that to become possible, if clean water has to be made available to all, we need to know about water. We need to know about water quality parameters. We need to understand what is the current quality of water across the world. And that effort, of course, is big, massive, and governments are after that. Is it possible for students to participate in this? In that process, we will be equipping students to be water literate citizens who would drive the world tomorrow for water security. It is with this objective that this course has started. In tens of lectures, 35, 36 lectures, we will be introducing the concepts around water, clean water, and its analysis, how to conduct surveys, how to incorporate those surveys into statistical data. We will then go to the field and study water and measure parameters, and we'll bring these parameters onto a live dashboard, and that will present data, water quality data of the planet for everyone. We have been continuing this effort for the past several years. As a result, 15,000 data points are now available on a screen that we call People's Water Data. And using that data, people are building papers, manuscripts. People are developing new understanding on water, and that will make water available for all. That will democratize water data. It will empower the country and the world as a whole. Obviously, this is not possible by one institution. So therefore, this course is being done with two other institutions. Representatives of those institutions are here, as you can see, from Tel Aviv University and KMCH Research Foundation. But there are over 130 other institutions who are participating in this effort. As this course continues, that's 130 that I talked about. People who participate, institutions participated in this in the past, but many more are going to come. So I leave you with that exciting opportunity to build water data of the planet, open water data for the planet, open discovery platform for the planet around water. Let's make water available, accessible for all. I will not be continuing this lecture. I will not continue. Of course, I will meet you tomorrow. Dr. Ramya will take you further through the various aspects that she wants to cover today. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ramya.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Before we proceed, please raise your hand if you have tested your water quality, any of you. Ever before? Okay, one. Anyone else? You can raise your hand. Two of you. So what did you learn? Or why do you think it is important to measure your water quality? Just feel free. For being healthy. Why? What did you test? So you tested if the water is drinking water quality or not. Okay. How about you? You want to share something? You check the pH level. And why? Okay. Okay, pH told you if it is drinkable or not. How about you? TDS. What is TDS? Okay. Anyone else wants to add? Yes, total dissolved salts. Absolutely. Okay. 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 So very few of you have a fair idea about what is water quality, right? So how many of you are in this course because you're interested in water quality? Okay, okay, fine. So we have online participants as well. Okay, they are on the Zoom call. from all over the country and across. They are registering now. Let's see how many we have. The registrations are still open. And of course, all of you are here in person in class with me. And as Professor said, a very crucial outcome of this course, unlike any other course which normally students take and you know, study, deliver your understanding in terms of exams or practical assignments and so on. An important outcome of this course is the people's water data, which is out there in the real world, hopefully making positive changes in the near or in the long run. Okay, so I will tell you more about what is people's water data, but before we go there, let us know more about our course. Okay, so people's water data comes later. We have theory session as well as practical session. While the theory session is mandatory for all, practical session is mandatory for IIT Madras students. Okay, the NPTEL participants can opt out of the practical session. And the lab centers for them, we will be announcing later. For all of you, the center is IIT Madras. Okay, this is mandatory. And theory session, we have experiential learning and schedule, which I'll show you. And the practical session, we have different components, like you will be doing survey, field sampling, lab testing, and then data upload for final analysis and visualization. Okay. I'll share the scoring pattern and the reading resources. So as Professor said, the 5 core faculty, for those of you who came late, we have Professor Ram Fishman and Hadaz Mamane from Tel Aviv University, Professor Liji Philip and Professor Pradeep from IIT Madras, and Dr. Vail Murugan from KMCH Research Foundation. I am not going to introduce each and every faculty here simply because they are stalwarts in their own field with a lot of work. I request all of you to check out their websites or even this NPTEL link where all the details about the course is shared with you. So you get to know your faculty, what work they have done, what we will also be doing in this course from these links. Okay. Okay, first thing, attendance 65% is mandatory. Okay. In case you have a long medical leave or anything else, you need to take prior permission from Professor Pradeep. And we will have in-class assignments. Okay. We will have it in an interactive mode, but 2 quizzes well spaced out, which are again evaluated, right? And then 1 NSEM exam, which is on May 4th as of now. This is tentative. I will share the schedule with all of you so that, you know, you can let me know if everything is okay. Do we still have the slot clash? Yes, some of the students said the slot clash is resolved. Okay, if you have a slot clash, then you will have to make a choice between this course and the other, is what the academics have informed. Okay, and yeah, as I said, I'm your course coordinator, and with me is Susan Kagan from Tel Aviv University. You have our email IDs, and all the data visualization on the People's Water Data platform has been done by my colleague, Mr. Sudhir. You will be meeting him also in the course of this session. And he was also a student like you from IIT Madras. Okay. So the teaching modules, what you will be learning per se in this course, water quality concepts. Okay, from concepts, we will go to the parameters. What are the different parameters? Why you need to measure all these? What are the limits? What is allowed or what is permissible? Are you aware of these terms? Can we have it interactive? I mean, I don't want a monologue. Okay, we have some online participants saying something. Sorry, sir, you're not clear. Okay, once you know what are the parameters that you need to measure as part of your water quality assessment, you will move on to how to measure it, right? So what are the techniques involved, what are the standards involved, and what are the risks involved? All of this will be covered. From there, you will also move on to how water quality surveys are done at the source and the household levels, okay? What is the statistical analysis of water data? Water data is not a single data point, right? Any questions so far? Shall we continue? Once we are done with the quality survey, thank you, Nurji. We will move on to the behavior and impact. All of this is important when you are out there in the field. Right from how the water is collected, when it is collected, what is the temperature of the sample that you're collecting, to the behavior of the person who is doing it or who's handling that. All of these matter, and therefore you will be studying in depth what are the behavioral obstacles that impact your testing, what is the role. Then of course we will work in the field. You will be trained to measure these various parameters using sensors and biokits and strips and all of this, in case you have not already done. Anyone, you have done these in your school or college previously? Uh, Sensors, paper strips, litmus paper? Yes, okay. So something like that. From there, we will do some conductivity measurements and all of that, okay? And then water quality index. What is that water quality index? Okay, it is in various countries or various organizations, they conform to a particular index to enable them or to help them evaluate if this water is suitable for their particular use. For example, if I want to know if this water is drinkable or not, potable or not, I will have a set of parameters and I will evaluate that. So you will have one whole lecture on water quality index, agrochemical modules, why agrochemical modules, how they are impacting the water quality, and therefore, as someone mentioned, it's important to have good health. Your water quality determines your health. So we will also look at how it is correlated or connected to health, and what is water microbiome. Any idea? So I'm just sharing all these course content for you to give a fair idea what you will be, going through. It is an interdisciplinary course, as you know. So you will be touching from microbiomes to One Health to the latest innovations in water technologies, purification methods or disinfection methods. Okay, and of course, what is the latest research that is happening? What are the case studies? And this semester, we are introducing an experiential component of the course. I'll come to that. Okay, all of this is your details about the course. I've just put this here so that if you want to go back and see what the details of the course, you can have it. Okay. So the scoring pattern, which many of you were asking me, as I said, 65% attendance is mandatory. Practical session, successful completion of the practical session is mandatory, and your end semester exam. So after this, we will look at how much you scored in your quiz, both the quizzes and NSEM exam. This is the weightage. And then, of course, you'll have the practical component. Okay, any questions here? Yes, ma'am. Average it out, both 100%, 100%. Let's take the average. Okay, 50-50. Fine. And the questions will be MCQ. Okay, so no worries about that. Fine. We will also share reading resources with all the class. Okay, and these are some of the resource textbooks and reading materials for those of you who are really interested in water quality. Okay, it's your first class. I'm allowing this murmuring. Whoever wants to talk may leave. And I must warn you, this is an absolute no-go when the faculty is here, the professors are here. I'm here to address your concerns or doubts, so you can talk to me. If you want to talk with each other, you can leave. Any questions? So all this resource material will be shared with you. You can go through them. And this is the 4th session of the water quality course. And we have so far, as Professor said, 15,000 data points from this course from IIT Madras. Okay. And you will also be part of this. You will contribute whatever tests that you do. So your integrity is important. We need authentic data, right? And this data goes on to the People's Water Data Dashboard. Okay, so these are some factual data when we started, and right now we have done in countries like Ethiopia, Israel, Uganda, and of course here. And over 30 Indian institutions and institutions from these countries have participated in this. So it is not just in IIT Madras, but other places as well. Jal Jeevan Mission has been a core part of this last semester. So we have data points across the country, not all states, but yes, many states. And we also have ethical clearance because you will be going and talking to a person and getting data from that person, right? So IIT Madras has given ethical clearance for this as well, for you to conduct this survey. So what is the experiential learning component that I mentioned earlier? We will have case studies discussed in class, application-based studies. I will share reading material beforehand with you. You need to come prepared to the class. So this is more engagement from your end. If it's going to be a monologue from my end or the faculty's end, then it's a failure. Okay. So I encourage students to actively participate. We will also have a range of experts from the field or the faculty from different institutions. So you have a beautiful opportunity to network, interact with them, learn what are the current water problems out there, how do we go about solving them. If you want to become, um, an innovator in the water field. So all these opportunities are available for you via this course. And of course, as I said, you will contribute to authentic data, and you can also learn, how to work with the data set and how do you go about the analysis part, and then finally, visualize it. That is also an important component of research. Okay. So the learnings from this course, I'm sharing my learning or the faculty's learning, how to work together to build this People's Water Data platform, collect resources to run the course. Okay. Just to give you a glimpse, the cost of one student's practical session involves roughly between 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. Okay. So, I mean, we are also involved in mobilizing resources for this. Then a lot of institutions and organizations are partnering with us. And how do you collect data using an app? How do you upload it to the cloud and visualize it on a platform? And by doing all of this, what is the social impact that you're creating? Okay. Just to share an example, last semester we went to Bhimavaram, and there all the anybody from agricultural background? Great. So it's a beautiful village town place with lot of rice fields and agricultural farms. Now all of them are being converted to aquaculture fields. Okay. Can you imagine any harmful effects from the aquaculture field? Pesticides, somebody said. Why? Soil? Yes. Okay. Natural water resources get depleted. Then Groundwater is also getting depleted. Anything else? Quickly, what is aquaculture? They're growing some fishes and prawns in that area, right? So what they do in a very small limited area, as you said, water is of course utilized therein, and then they also use lot of medicines, antibiotics, fish feed, right? And aerators to bring in more oxygen to those organisms, and in that process these aerators get degraded. Nano and microplastics are fed into the water, and I just mentioned medicines, a lot of byproducts of it are left. All of this, where does it go? It settles down onto the soil, it ends up in your groundwater, or it adds up into the canal when there's a river or there's a flood. So all of your water in that local environment is contaminated, is polluted. This is just the tip of an iceberg, or this is a silent problem or an upcoming problem, and very soon this is going to blow out of proportions. Okay, so I would not say we did it, but we were one among many players where we studied this, and we could connect other organizations like the International Center for Clean Water, ICCW in Research Park, IIT Madras Research Park. Professor Pradeep is the founder of that organization. So they went in there to intervene, to bring about changes, to study what are the possible solutions, what are the interventions that we can do, because people are not going to change per se. Aquaculture is fetching far more than the regular agricultural income, right? So but then this you really cannot have on a large scale, and all these in fact, the people in Bhimavaram told me they do not eat the fish and prawn from there because they know it's full of all chemicals and micro and nanoplastic. They said we have all turned vegetarians. And where does all this fish and prawn grow? This is all exported to China and Japan and other places. I don't think Japan they mentioned China. So we can get to some real world problems. You will see them yourself, or you will interact with the faculty. Okay. That is the whole idea of this course, and that is why I said it's an innovative course, unlike other courses. Okay. So this is just a glimpse of all the institutes who have partnered with us in this course. And coming to people's water data. Any questions so far regarding the course alone? Exams, quizzes, slots. Okay, about that quiz, first quiz, can we have it on a Saturday? Not this Saturday. Okay, I'll quiz you on whatever I talked today. Okay, a couple of weeks. Would that be fine? Yeah. Sorry? It will not be online. It will be offline for IIT Madras students. For NPTEL participants, it will be online. Okay. So if you can tell me, I will share this sheet with you so that you know when is when. So this, okay, 14th February. When do you finish your GATE exam? 9 to? Would you mind coming on a Sunday? No. Okay, I need a majority vote. How about Saturday? 7th. 7th is what? Okay, I'm with you. I need your support on this. Okay, don't fool me around. Then how about 21st? Okay, so I'm parking this here. Okay, I don't have edit option. So not 14th, but we will go to 21st, okay? And your next quiz is likely to happen on 30th of March, okay? And your practicals are about to happen in the month of, yes, April, mid-April, your practical session will start, okay? It will involve about 10 hours of practicals, not continuously, overall, okay? And then March 4th, your NSEM exam. Sorry, May 4th. May 4th, your NSEM exam, and your other A, B, C, D will happen from 5th onwards. So this should not clash with your other exams. So this is the schedule shared so far. Any other doubts regarding the course? Yes, please. As far as I know, your marks are absolute, and then the top 6% will be S grade, and the grades cutoff will be determined by professor. No, 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 no. Only IIT Madras students. Okay. Okay. Yeah. XX. I know. Uh, you're in which course? Like, it's clashing with G slot. So I'm told you will have to make a choice. There. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 to 5:50 is this course timing. This is G slot, right? Wednesday, 5 to 5:50 is G slot. Not Monday and Friday. Wednesday it is clashing with G slot. Monday and Friday it will clash with something else. So you have to make a choice is what I'm saying. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Okay. Sorry? Okay. Quiz dates will not be changed upon individual requests. Okay. '30th. Okay. 30th March and May 4th. Anything else? We'll move. Yeah. 65% is low enough. I think IIT Madras rule is 75%, right? So 65% stands there. Any exceptional emergencies or medical issues, you can take professor's permission. Yes. We'll take it on paper and then update it on the app, DigiCampus app. Okay. Okay. No chatting among yourselves. Can I have your attention, please? If we are done with the courses, I would like to show you the People's Water Data Platform. Okay. What is it? It is an outcome of this course to build reliable water quality data that is available to all. The data is open across the world. Okay. And how did we, like, this is done by empowering students, citizen scientists. As I said, NPTEL participants are there. They are also involved in this exercise. And this data is created. And this is done to ensure a water secure world. What you cannot measure, you cannot manage or understand, right? So the first step is to know what is the water quality. Then how is it done? It is built with partnership between people across the world. The water secure world is one where safe, affordable, and accessible water for people and ecosystems is ensured. Please note the adjectives here: safe, affordable, and accessible. This is, unfortunately, this is still not true in today's age and world of technology, right? Every day you read articles about the safe water, or whether it's affordable or inaccessible. And please, I request you to go and look at Professor Pradeep's pioneering work in this field, where he has enabled safe, affordable, and accessible water in places where even today it is difficult to get. Okay. So this is the platform that we were talking about. Okay. All these blue dots that you see are the data collected by people. This is just in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, that a snapshot I'm showing. And these are the various parameters that you will be testing: alkalinity, free chlorine, TDS, pH, whether microbes are present in your water or not. All these testing you will do. And we have also made, we are in the process of making this dashboard extremely interactive, where not only water quality, but we also look at other open source data points. Like as I mentioned, in Bhimavaram, there's a lot of, let's say, antibiotics used. So if there is data there about the antibiotic usage, and you can correlate it with the water quality data, how would it look? Or what are the insights that you can gain from that? All of this is possible, but I'm really talking of an advanced level where, researchers are working on this. Um, Susan Kagan and others are writing papers, as Professor said, on this. And this is the interactive platform that I showed. What you see here is a rainfall pattern between a particular period, that is January 2022. And so there are many possibilities. This is the link, peopleswaterdata.org. Please go have a look. You will also find a lot of reviews from people who have participated in this course. Okay. Yes, I'll just give you a small glimpse of the work that students did in 2024. I stop there because I don't want to show you the whole practical session. Then you will be losing your interest in what we do. So getting in touch, NPTEL participants, please connect over WhatsApp or the course page discussion forum. And of course, IIT Madras students, WhatsApp or Moodle. This is the WhatsApp QR code. I hope all of you are there. Okay. And I really request students to check their Moodle account as well. Okay. Okay, that's it. Any questions, or we are done for today? No? No questions? So then we'll meet day after tomorrow for Professor Pradeep's first lecture on water cycle. Okay. Thank you all.